Good morning. How are you? This is Marianne Grant, Life in Harmony podcast. Today is the first day of your life. It's important. What are you going to do with it? Remember, if there's any residue that we left behind yesterday, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, sexually, I suggest you clean that up so you have a good day today. Remember, you don't want to carry that baggage with you all day long, and then you wonder why you get down, depressed, angry, upset so easily. It's because of what you do to yourself and what you need to clean up. So I suggest you clean that up. I'm going to go over the list. Sarcasm. Sarcasm is anger, emotions, bad attitude, enabling, people pleasing, not able to say no. Drugs, alcohol, pills, relationships, sex, lust, love, anger, rage, porn, controlling everybody around you but yourself, distractions everywhere, then you have nothing but excuses. Gambling, work, working out, food addiction, binge TV, phone, podcasts, news, caffeine, surgeries, pain, being in a relationship with a man or a woman, and mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, sexually, emotionally abusing one another, and you may want to add to the list. Okay, today I want to talk about how we are all, this is Americans, we're guilty of this, we're addicted to more as in more. We get one thing and then we have to get another thing and another thing, and we're just never happy. So let's talk about truly think about all the things that we have today. Remember, this is it. This is all we have today. Now, it's okay to work towards goals, realistic goals. It's, again, about not too much of anything, putting money away, putting money aside to give you freedom. It's all about that balance, not spending every penny you make. It empowers you when you have control. It empowers you when you work towards something instead of instant gratification. That's why so many people that come from wealthy families, rarely do they respect anything or respect money. When you buy your own car, you respect it. When your parents give it to you, you wreck it. It's just that simple. You just don't respect it. And there's something so beautiful. It doesn't matter how small the tasks are about being responsible and not asking too much of anything, even of yourself. The importance of setting up realistic goals. Like, look at everything you have today. And when you get your paycheck, just focus on the things that are important and give yourself one little special thing and then put money away. And it will change your life. And what happens is you get one thing and then you keep grabbing for more and more and more. Men do it, women do it. We're all guilty of it. So one of the things that I do down to work, there's so much to do with real estate. So every Monday I do all the things that are important, outside stuff, things that need to be done in my head so my head could relax. Remember, this is all about calming our head down and being realistic. I set up throughout the whole month different tasks that I want to conquer. Instead of all or nothing, it sets us up for failure. It sets us up for anxiety. And a lot of times it sets you up from doing nothing because you're so overwhelmed. If you set realistic tasks in what you need to do down to outside work. So Mondays and Thursdays are days, Thursdays are days for me to prepare to go up to the mountains. Mondays are days for me to do like really things that are things that need to be done around the house or with real estate, and I set them up on Mondays. And each week we get more and more stuff done. But I set up realistic goals. And that's why, and I write things down. I write down everything. And for example, if there's people that I want to see or get together with, I set up one or two great friends during the month where we either have lunch or I cook for them or have them over for dinner. All this stuff is not natural. These are things that we have to include in our schedule. Again, time is going so fast, and before you know it, nothing gets accomplished. It has to be put in your schedule. It has to be planned. So every month, I have my whole month planned out. but I have room and space for spontaneous things to happen. And that's what I do, like having people come up to the mountains, or me visiting, or the kids and I, we do every other Monday for dinner. I'm taking on another grandson on Monday, so I'm going to be planning different things for that. Again, it's about that balance, not getting overwhelmed, and moreism. So when you get each year, with my ex-husband, I used to do something every year, like a big project in our home every year. Again, we look forward to that because we didn't have a lot of money, and to keep the home up. It's exciting. But if you get paralyzed and again, you end up doing nothing. So something is better than nothing. And the same with taking care of yourself. If you can at least get 15, 20 minutes of exercise, or park your car where you could walk to work. Realistic goals. Instead of doing nothing, do something. You start to feel good about yourself. The podcast each day, 15 minutes a day, to keep your head sharp, to keep you going, to remind you of the things that you don't want to do, to have a successful day. And remember, less is better. When you're eating, less is better. When you're spending money, less is better. When you're having sex, less is better. This way, get excited. When you're with your partners, less is better. You don't have to smother one another. Remember, less is better. And you start to enjoy and look forward to everything you're doing. When you overwork, you're good for nothing. The first 5-6 hours are the sharpest part of your day. Did you know that? That's when you rock it. That's when you get the most done. That's when you get the most accomplished things done. And the rest of the day is a piece of cake. Remember, balance. Not too much of anything. Our kids, our partner, our play, our work. When we stay balanced, it's life in harmony. When we abuse ourselves, everyone we love is infected by it. You cheat yourself and everyone around you. The level of love and respect that you give yourself, that is the level of love and respect you get in return. The goal for all of us is life in harmony. Our thinking can make or break us. That's why we have to check our thinking and attitude all day long. If we don't, our head just gets backed up. This, my friend, is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Remember, behind every breakdown, there's a breakthrough around the corner. We need breakdowns to have breakthroughs. People say, I want to help be a part of taking care of the world. Here's the good news. If you truly take care of yourself all day and be a living example, that is taking care of the world. We all have gifts. We all have work to do. That is the true meaning of taking care of the world. Doing your part, no exceptions. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Hey, you smooth talkers, manipulators, narcissisms, your words mean nothing. Your actions say everything. I'm going to read a beautiful spiritual saying by Louise L. Hay. All right, addiction. Addiction, you are running from yourself, not knowing how to love yourself. Here's the loving treatment from Louise L. Hay. Deep at the center of my being, there's an infinite well of love. I now allow this love to flow to the surface. It fills my heart, my body, my mind, my consciousness, my very being, and radiates out from me in all directions and returns to me multiplied. The more love I use and give, the more I have to give. The supply is endless. The use of love makes me feel good. It's an expression of my inner joy. I love myself, therefore I take loving care of my body. I lovingly feed it nourishing foods and beverages. I lovingly groom it and dress it, and my body lovingly responds to me with vibrant health and energy. I love myself, therefore I provide for myself a comfortable home, one that fills all my needs and is a pleasure to be in. I fill the rooms with vibrations of love so that all who enter, myself included, will feel this love and be nourished by it. I love myself, therefore I work at a job that I truly enjoy doing, one that uses my creative talents and abilities, working with and for people that I love and that love me, and earning a good income. I love myself, therefore I behave and think in a loving way to all people, for I know that which I give out returns to me multiplied. I only attract loving people in my world, for they are a mirror of what I am. I love myself, therefore I forgive and totally release the past, and all past experiences, and I am free. I love myself, therefore I live totally in the now, experiencing each moment as good and knowing that my future is bright and joyous and secure. For I am a beloved child of the universe, and the universe lovingly takes care of me, now and forevermore. And so it is. Trust the process. No more questioning. All I need is taken care of. And one more thing I want to add is compassion and love are not mere luxuries. As the source, both inner and external peace, they are fundamental to the continued survival of our species. Compassion is key. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to read a little part from my book. This is the end of the aspirations. You don't have to be perfect to be loved. Never give up. Boy, that was something I really struggled with in the beginning of my recovery. I felt like such a screw up, and I felt horrible about all the things and all the chaos I caused in my home, all the things I didn't know because of my self-will run riot and knowing it all at the age of 10 years of age. And since I worked, I told my dad, since I'm working, I get to call the shots. And I really did have that attitude, and paid for half of my schooling and ran a restaurant at 13. And my father really didn't know what to do with my free spirit and my free mind. But deep down inside, I was always a good kid. I loved to treat. I loved to be out and just explore everything that was out there. And when I went in to get humbled in rehab and lock myself up and get quiet, I realized I had to reflect on all the things I did and all the people that I hurt. And I had to write that list and clean all that up. And for so long, I was trying to be so perfect and never thought I was going to be able to lead up to being that perfect person. And what I realized throughout my recovery, throughout my years, I'm never going to be perfect, but each day I try to improve something and try not to keep making the same mistakes over and over again. And you get tired of apologizing and saying the same thing over and over again. So I watch what I say. I watch how I communicate. I think before I act. I step back. I use my tools. That's about mastering your day and having a successful day, because it gets exhausting constantly cleaning up what you did yesterday and carrying that baggage over to today. And it is important that we admit when we're wrong and we make mistakes. One of the things I always did was, when I would lash out or be snippety, I made sure I cleaned it up with my husband or whoever I was doing it with, so they didn't take it personally and carry it with them, what I did to them, like they did something to me. And this happens so much in relationships and at work. We take out our anger and our frustration with the closest people, the people that we work with, the people that we spend our daily lives with. And that's not fair. And that's one thing I teach people to do, is to clean that up right away, because no one deserves your shit injecting into them. And that's the part that we need to do. But it doesn't give us an excuse to sit there and keep screwing up and keep destroying lives around us and apologizing. Again, we don't have to be perfect to be loved, but if we're working on being a better person each day, and people see that we're trying and we're showing effort, it will get easier and easier, and eventually it will just be a new way of life, and we find ourselves no longer having to apologize. Okay, let's work on our one thing at a time, eventually to be a way of life, not too much of anything. Balance is most important. Do one of these things for 30 days, and in 1 year, you've changed 12 things that you don't like about yourself. I am clean and clear of all diseases and negative thoughts. What's controlling you? I accept today where I am powerless. I have control where I have choices. I will reach out for help and use my tools today. I accept today and understand the only person I can change or regulate is myself. I will take time to hug and kiss my loved ones around me. I will show my partner today how much he or she is appreciated, needed, and loved. I will speak up for myself today. Be true to ourselves. The answers lie in each and every one of us. The rest will follow. Everything we do is a practice and a discipline to master what we want. I will take charge of my life today and realize I am in charge of all my decisions. I will know when it's time to bow out and let go and trust the process. I will set realistic goals for myself. I will get 7 to 8 hours of sleep tonight. I will set healthy boundaries around myself today. I will not allow anybody to speak to me with disrespect. I will make a conscious effort to eat healthy meals. I will take my vitamins, food supplements today. I will drink 6 to 8 glasses of water today. I will be good to myself today. Whoever can see through all fear will always be safe. I will talk with someone I trust and respect and be honest with them. Accountability is key. You cannot do it alone. We always lie to ourselves. I will trust and reach out to my higher power today. I will say thank you for everything that happens to me, good or bad. I will not do anything to cause harm to myself or others today. I am willing to change today. I will exercise today. I will pray for the well-being of myself and others today. I will write a list of all the things I want in a partner. If I become it, I will attract it. Discipline is freedom. Do 2 things a day you don't want to do to be successful. My 2 things are always to get up early, do my podcast, and work out, and keep my food clean, and the rest will be awesome. We can all heal together one day at a time. It is a decision from our head to our heart. It is the greatest gift you can give yourself. If you want to reach me at createyourspirit@gmail.com, leave your number. I can go over my workshops and teach you how to do them. And if you want to order books, I can sign them and mail them out. Just leave your number. And remember, my service is lifeandharmonyonline.com. Leave your number and I can go over with you with my services. And remember, I'm doing my podcast Monday through Friday. Hit that little colorful button L and hit subscribe. They will automatically come to you. Please start with podcast number 1. I did the playlist to keep them all in order because they're scattered all over YouTube. And the playlist has them all in order from 1 to where I am. And you need to do it in order because it's overwhelming to receive all this information. Share it with everybody you love and respect so we can all win together. And remember, I want you to have a startling day today. And thank you for listening.